At this point, if you are learning about the Master Key System and you have interest in it, you have realized that conditions do need to be improved on in our life, that things could get better, that there is better, that we do have desires, and we want to go after them. We realize that nothing is just going to change miraculously overnight, that Superman is not just going to fly in and make everything better, make everything the way that it should be. No, we probably have realized that we are responsible for everything in this world, and this is why we are on this personal development journey. So congratulations on that, and we are going to get this train going. We are going to improve our conditions. We are going to get the things that we want to get by going to the source, by understanding the truth and using these creative principles. We're going to use the law of growth to improve things in our life and to get the things that we want to get. We're going to use cause and effect in the mental world. And this is hard to conceive of sometimes because we are related to the physical world very heavily, but the laws in the physical world of gravity are immovable. It will always work. If we throw a rock outside, we can pretty much predict exactly where that rock is going to end up because of the law of gravity, and that it doesn't fail. It is always there and it is always working, and that is the same with creative principles. They are always there, they are immutable, always working for us, even right now. They are just invisible and they are in the mental world. So what we are going to do is adjust our thoughts through affirmation. And then you are going to say, well, what? There are so many negative thoughts in my head. There are thoughts of evil, of fear, of destruction, of chaos, of worry, of jealousy, of anger, of envy, and they are always there. But just like in the material world, two things cannot exist in the same place at the same time, and this is also true in our mental world. Two things cannot exist in our mind at the same time. So we can only think one thought at a time, and what we are doing is making sure that that is a good thought. We are not only making sure that it is a good thought, we are making sure that it is the truth, the highest that we can conceive of, the highest that we can strive for, and this is a much better thought than anything that is of discord. We want something that is harmonious, and we can do this by substituting those negative thoughts with an affirmation. So in this chapter, Charles Haanel says that there are only three things that we can want in this physical world. That is health, wealth, and love. So we need our health to experience the world. We need our health to enjoy it. We cannot enjoy the world if we are currently in pain. We need it to enjoy the present moment where we are right now. Everybody needs wealth. This is debatable, but we do need some for our needs and to be sufficient in this world. And then love, which could easily be argued as the first need for humanity, but nonetheless, those are the three needs that are mentioned in this chapter that we could want, and all of those things can be found within ourselves. We can find and fill ourselves up with all of those things, and that's what we are doing in this chapter. We are not going to get it in the outer world. We are going to fill ourselves up with love. We can only get love by giving love. We can only give love if we have love and we are filled up with it and we become a magnet. This is what we are doing in this chapter. We are creating these things within ourselves. We know that the universe is created by infinite substance, and we know that spirit is one, and anything that is part of the one is going to be similar in kind. So what we need to do is connect ourselves with the infinite. We are going to keep the infinite with us. We are going to exaggerate it within ourselves. And that's what we are doing with thinking better thoughts. And similar to the laws in our material world, they are like that in the mental world. If we break a law in our material world, whether we know it or we don't, there is still a consequence. And it is the same in the mental world. If we don't know the law and if we don't know the truth, we are still going to receive the negative effects by not knowing and using it correctly. So we want to think correctly. We want to know and to understand the truth so that we can think in accordance with the universal principle. So all we have to do is influence the cause and we will see the effects. We have to understand the truth, recognize it, and then receive the benefits of it. Use it intentionally so that we can receive the benefits of infinite substance and of spirit. We know that there is no lack, there is no and there is no definite supply. There's infinite supply. If a tree could grow to 60 stories high, it will go. There is no limit to it. It does not have a cutoff, and it is the same with us. This is why we need to recognize these creative principles so that we can use them just like that tree. And just like that tree, it has an underlying foundation under it. When we think, we want to think with confidence. We want to think with assurance. We want to be sure of what we are thinking and that we are going to create the things that we want to create. And similar to that tree, that confidence comes from an invisible place. The roots of that tree, we cannot see it, but that is what's upholding that tree to grow strong and tall and have a thick trunk and bear all those leaves and all of those extended branches. So with ourselves, once we know the truth, once we have a foundation in the truth, in our mind, and we understand it and are using it, we have that foundation. We can go forward, walk with our head, our chest high in confidence and knowing that we are thinking the truth, that we have the truth within us at all times, and then that is what will reflect in our outer world. So now we must be saying, well, I have all of these destructive thoughts. Those evil thoughts keep on coming. They don't stop. They are so persistent, of fear, of jealousy, of worry, of panic, anxiety, and all of these destructive habits. You might say, Darren, well, how do we fix this? Well, in this chapter, Haanel gives us an affirmation to relieve ourselves so that we can move forward knowing the truth. So here is the affirmation. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. So that is the affirmation that Haanel gives us in this chapter. We are not going to shovel out the darkness. We are not going to go to war with our thoughts. We are not going to try to use some strategy around them. We are not even going to engage them. We are going to forget them, believe it or not. And how can we forget all of these persistent thoughts? They are so persistent. They're always in our mind. We forget them by replacing them with something better. And naturally, when something better is occupying that spot, those ugly, destructive, hateful thoughts will slide away. So we are not going to shovel out darkness. We are not going to, we just need to turn the light on. Light is infinitely more powerful than dark. So we are going to turn on our light and think these thoughts that are in accordance with this affirmation. We are the sum total of our own thoughts, so it could be wise to lay our mind on the eternal and the eternal truths. They say that all of the cells in our body are replaced every 11 months. And even if it isn't 11 months, all of the cells in our body do get replaced. So none of the cells are the same cells from a year ago or 2 years ago. We are rebuilding our cells. And if we have any diseases, we are rebuilding those diseases back into our body. The cells of our body have no choice but to follow the instructions of our mind and what we see. So we are going to occupy our mind with perfection, perfect health, vitality, strength, and we are going to use the truth to substitute those destructive thoughts. When we use our affirmation, we will begin to think better thoughts. We will begin to radiate better energy. With our thoughts on higher frequencies, thinking of perfection and harmonious conditions, our brain cells and our reality have no choice but to correlate with each other of the same frequency. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to hold the highest thoughts of the truth we could use this affirmation to substitute and forget those old negative thoughts for better ones. Now time for the practical step in part 9 of the Master Key System. In this part of the Master Key System, we are going to continue on with our seated position, eyes closed, similar time, same spot every day. But what we are going to do now is think of a seed in the earth. And in this chapter, Haanel does a great job of describing the seed and what to visualize. We're going to visualize the seed opening up. We're going to visualize the seed growing a stem upward. We're going to visualize the process of this seed growing up into a flower. All of the branches, the leaves, we're going to see this plant, this flower growing towards the sun, the petals opening up, and eventually we're going to be so engrossed in this creative process that we are going to then smell our favorite flower that has grown from a seed to a fully bloomed flower, and we're even going to smell it. We are going to do this within our mind. We're going to concentrate it. And Haanel says that anything worthwhile, anything that we are working towards, that we want that is worth anything, will require concentration. And for this step of the Master Key System that we're going to follow for a few days, 5 days, for a week, until we get the hang of it, till it's incorporated in our nervous system, this is the process for creating anything, for solving any problem. We do need to concentrate and focus. So good luck on your practical step this week. I hope that these habits and practical steps and implementing them are coming along. And I will see you next time in part 10. Thank you.